Being black should never be a crime. But for Jamal Washington, just showing up to work felt like stepping into enemy territory. They laughed at him, mocked him, shut him down. But 5 years later, something unexpected happened. So stick around because the story is about to get serious. Jamal Washington was born in Montgomery, Alabama. Raised by his mother Deborah, a school janitor, and his grandmother Martha, a retired civil rights nurse, Jamal grew up in a home filled with strength, silence, and scars of past injustice. Even as a child, Jamal noticed the difference, how white kids looked at him in school, how teachers dismissed his questions, how store owners followed him. But he was smart, too smart to ignore. He had a gift for code. At 13, he hacked into his school's outdated grading system, not to cheat, but to fix a bug. That talent led him to an MIT scholarship, and from there to Chicago, a city where dreams come alive or get crushed. He landed a job at Neocore Tech, one of the hottest rising tech firms in the Midwest. Jamal thought he made it, but the real game was just beginning. They called it banter, but Jamal heard what they really meant. You're so articulate for where you're from. You know, you don't look like a coder. He was the only black man on his team. In meetings, his ideas were brushed off, only to be repeated later by white colleagues who were praised. He worked twice as hard, stayed twice as late, and still got passed over. When he applied for a lead engineer role, they said, "You're just not leadership material yet." The racism wasn't loud. It was subtle, sharp, and always present. It came in performance reviews, in company emails, in being left out of strategy meetings. And when Jamal finally went to HR after someone hung a noose on his cubicle coat rack as a joke, they told him it was misinterpreted humor. It broke him, not because he was weak, but because he had believed that merit could overcome prejudice. Now he wasn't so sure. Then came the sabotage. One of Jamal's personal projects, a new AI security protocol, mysteriously leaked. The company blamed him. No investigation, no hearing, just a cold, clean termination letter. They took everything, his reputation, his paycheck, his pride, and in that moment, Jamal was not just unemployed, he was alone. Back in Montgomery, Jamal sat on his mother's porch in silence.